Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update this channel daily. If you like this watch, you can see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the IWC Aquatimer, sometimes called the Aquatimer 2000, a generation of reference 3568, and this one the -08 variant of that ran from 2009 to 2013. 44 millimeters in stainless steel. It has an impressive but surprisingly friendly stance on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. This is the proverbial big watch that wears compact. It's not as thick as you'd expect. Despite the cantilever of the bezel, it's only 14.4 millimeters thick, which is quite restrained for a thick dive style watch with an automatic movement. You will note big but not overpowering at 51.7 millimeters lug-to-lug. This is a manageable watch on a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters circumference. I can wear it on 16 with plenty of clearance on the sides of my wrist. If you wish to fit an accessory strap, 22 millimeters is the spacing, but you're going to have to buy a factory replacement strap. This is a proprietary quick-release junction system whereby you pull the tab and then quickly and easily dismount the strap. You can fit a bracelet, you can fit leather, you can fit rubber, but you'll probably want to stick with what's there. An IWC natural vulcanized black rubber strap. It has strong lines for definition on the top and pockets on the underside to reduce the amount of material, improve the flexibility, and allow the wrist to vent on a hot day. The buckle is a simple and familiar piece. IWC collectors will note it and recognize it immediately. Polished on its bevels, satin finished on its flanks and its tops. It's appropriate for a dive style watch, making for easy on-the-fly adjustments. Let's afford ourselves a bit more light and get closer to appreciate the details of the case construction. And there are surprisingly a large number of details. The lugs are stepped out with strong horizontals. You can see the flanks satin finished, polished on their tops, squared off and faceted almost like metal cut gems. They look like cut gems emulated in metal at their ends. The character lines are strong. The circumference of the case, the junction with the case back and the bezel, all of polish with satin finished centers, and you'll note the satin is vertical rather than longitudinal. Vertical satin finish on the lugs, vertical satin finish on the mid case, a different approach and one that makes this watch distinctive. IWC no doubt recognizing that crown guards effectively do nothing but frustrate grip on the crown and usage of the watch, removing them here, guessing correctly, I believe, that a crown really isn't that susceptible to shearing and impact in the real world on the wrist. The knurling for the bezel is exceptionally deep, and you can easily grip it with wet, sweaty, or gloved hands. The detent is loud, chunky, and crisp. You're going to love actuating this bezel. A good dive bezel can make a dive watch, and a bad dive bezel can break a dive watch. Just as chronograph pusher feel is an important part of chronograph experience, the bezel is the key and the signature to the dive watch experience. You will note that the bezel, like a Blancpain 50 Fathoms, all of sapphire over a fully lumed base. The advantage of the sapphire, that it provides a shield for the luminescent paint so that everything you see can light up in the dark. There will be a spectacular lume shot at the end of this video. The bezel, excellent for timing 0 to 60-minute intervals. I often prefer a dive bezel to a chronograph for that exact reason. It's easy to read, and most chronographs only go up to 30 minutes. You can see not only does the watch feature differential color about its hour and minute hand by day, but it'll do the same by night. Yellow shocks or hash marks for seconds and minutes make for easy reading, and all of the hour indices are polished appliques, so there's a high quality feel and a premium sheen to this dial. Although utilitarian, it's not spare or stingy in its appointment. Monotone black date disc with white printing, no nonsense, high contrast, but with a handsome and thoughtful stepped aperture frame for the date. On the inside, IWC calls it caliber 30110. It's a ETA 2892A2 in chronometer grade, adjusted by IWC in-house, easily making the COSC standards. It's not certified, but it is of that quality. 21 joules automatic winding, 42-hour power reserve. Hacking seconds, it has a quick set date function as well, and it is a smooth bidirectional winder, so unlike 7750 based automatics, you'll never hear or feel it winding. And because it's a slim movement, it allows this watch to be under 14.5 millimeters thick. A tough, refined, and long-legged, long-lived movement. This watch and that caliber will outlive you, me, and all of us. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox. IWC Aquatimer, tough movement, tough watch, but overpowering loom. You can see that fully luminescent bezel and the differential loom allowing you to more easily line up the index of the bezel with the minute hand and quickly rip off nocturnal or submerged times up to 60 minutes. See it by the light of day and enjoy it high and dry on the watch box.